What's up, guys? This is the Orange. Um, Basically, this is a channel, a storytime channel specifically, where I want to share some stories about some things that I've been through. And this video I'm treating as an outline of who I was um, as a kid, as a youngin', um, the turning point of my life with certain substances, what it eventually became, and who I am now. Like just trying to explain myself. So who I was. So on paper, I was a pretty good kid. I had some good grades. I was a multi-sport athlete. I was helping shit in the community, doing all that nice things. And parents, my friends, teachers, they would have said, like, oh, this guy's a pretty good kid. He's an upstanding community member, a model citizen, might you add. And on the weekends or some off days, I was a completely different story. Um, Eventually, I got into the party scene. Me and all my friends, when we were younger, we tried to stay away from all of that stuff, such as marijuana and alcohol. I kind of fell for the dare propaganda. If you know, you know. I'm sure that's still a thing, but I'm not that old, right? Um, so the first time I really drank, I went way harder than I should have, and this might be natural for some people, but like it didn't really feel like I was doing anything. It kind of felt normal. I kind of like it clicked in my head. Like, damn, I like getting fucked up, and that's probably why it stuck with me for so long. That party happened when I was about 17, like early 17 years old, and then what it eventually became was I realized this now is that whenever I touched something, I kind of went balls to the wall. If I liked it, I liked it. I loved it, might I add. And the reason, I never really quit it earlier was because it never really affected my social life, any activities I was doing, sports, grades, shit like that. Like I never really wanted to flaunt it around and say like, yeah, I'm this cool guy who does it. No, I mean everyone does it at least once in high school. I mean, for me, I did it a lot more. It might not be the most craziest thing, but hey, my experiences, I don't give a fuck. So I never really like said that it's really affecting me. It never really did. That wasn't really the reason. Uh, but eventually did get to the point after high school when it started affecting my life. Like I would smoke weed constantly. Like at one point for about 5 months straight, I was smoking weed from dusk till dawn. I mean, fucking past dawn, honestly. Like I wake up at 4 a.m., go rip a bowl, and repeat that shit every hour until about midnight. 4 hours sober a day. Not really the best thing, locking myself in my room just to get high on some shit. Not the best thing. And I also realized that I never really liked being sober. I honestly to this day, I still do, but I fight through it. Like and once I got to the point where my brain was like, "Damn, this shit's good," I never really wanted to quit. And alcohol and weed eventually started becoming routine for me. Like at one point, I'd say I was addicted to weed for a while. I was addicted to alcohol. I mean, I would even call myself an alcoholic at one point. Um, but thankfully, I'm pretty sober now. I drink occasionally. I'm done smoking marijuana. I did dabble in a certain other substance just one time, but that's for a later story, guys. And now I want to like explain who I am now. Um, I'm pretty much sober, as I said. I focused on my health. I'm focusing on my health. I'm in college currently, and I just want to reflect on my past experiences. I kind of want to, just explain some of the shit that's going on and went on in my life. And I just like to share stories. It's just a fun thing I like to do. And I hope that you guys want to stick around, and hear some of the dumb shit I do. So if y'all enjoyed this video, just leave a like, maybe subscribe, and just so you can see some more dumb shit that I did. Other parties. I have some stories of me international. And yeah, guys. Later.